Honey, I told you I thoroughly checked on these stories. Now wait till I finish. The trouble with Dame Blanche was that she couldn't put on her act anymore in Laurel. They got wised up after 2 or 3 dates with her and they quit. And she goes on to another, the same old line, the same old act, the same old hooey. But the town was too small for this to go on forever. And as time went by, she became a town character, regarded as not just different, but downright loco nuts. And for the last year or two, she has been washed up like poison. That's why she's here this summer, visiting royalty, putting on all this act, because she's practically told by the mayor to get out of town. Yes, did you know there was an army base near Laurel, and your sister's was one of the places called Out of Bounds? Well, so much for her being such a refined and particular type of girl. Which brings us to line number 2. She's not going back to teach school. In fact, I am willing to bet you she never had no idea of returning to Laurel. She didn't resign temporarily because of her nerves. No sirree, Bob, she didn't. She was locked out of that high school before the spring term ended, and I hate to tell you the reason that step was taken. A 17-year-old boy she got mixed up with. The boy's dad learned about it and got in touch with the high school superintendent. Boy, oh boy. I'd like to have been in that office when they called Dame Blanche to the carpet. I'd like to have seen her try and squirm out of that one, but they had her on the hook, good and proper that time, and she knew the jig was all up. They told her to move on to some fresh territory. Yep. It was practically a town ordinance passed against her.